Have you ever heard of a tribe in the mountains of Pakistan that maintains unique traditions and vibrant celebrations, living in complete harmony with nature and their ancient beliefs? In the middle of an Islamic country with strict norms and rules about female behavior that are hard for us Westerners to understand, these people have created a culture where women's freedom stands out from everything around them. The women are beautiful and have central agency in their lives, including the choice of their partners and the possibility of divorce. Get ready for a fascinating journey to the heart of the Chitral Valley, where the Kalash people live in isolation, keeping their unique cultural and religious practices alive. The Kalash are an indigenous people living in the remote mountains of northwest Pakistan, specifically in the valleys of Bumbaret, Rumbar, and Baira. With a population of around 3,000 people, they are known for their colorful clothing, vibrant traditions, and especially the beauty and freedom of their women. This geographical isolation has allowed them to maintain a unique and rich culture, little affected by outside influences. But what makes the Kalash so fascinating? It's the combination of their polytheistic religious practices, mixing animism, Hindu, and Greek influences, their exuberant celebrations, and the surprising rites that Kalash women enjoy. Stay with us to discover how these traditions manifest in festivals like the spring, autumn, and winter festivals, filled with dances, songs, and rituals that strengthen community bonds. To truly understand the Kalash people, we need to go back in time and explore their origins. This small but fascinating indigenous community is often shrouded in mystery, with roots that some believe trace back to Alexander the Great. Legend has it that the Kalash are descendants of Alexander's soldiers who settled in the Chitral valleys after his expeditions in the region. The Kalash inhabit the remote valleys of Bumbaret, Rumbar, and Baira, hidden in the majestic Hindu Kush mountains in northwest Pakistan. This isolated and hard-to-reach location has not only protected the integrity of their culture, but also kept them away from the external influences that shaped neighboring cultures. The Chitral Valley, where the Kalash have settled, is a place of stunning beauty, with crystal-clear rivers and slopes covered in dense forests. This mountainous region has served as a natural refuge, allowing the Kalash to keep their ancestral traditions almost intact over the centuries. The Kalash build their homes with stones and wood, materials abundant in the region. Their villages are small, composed of families living close to each other, reinforcing community bonds and social cohesion. This simple and functional architecture is adapted to the rugged terrain and climatic conditions of the valley. Despite their remote location, Kalash culture is vibrant and full of life. They are known for their colorful and elaborate clothing, which is not only an expression of their cultural identity but also a symbol of resistance against assimilation. Kalash women, in particular, wear hand-embroidered dresses and hats adorned with shells and beads, standing out for their beauty and elegance. The role of women in Kalash society is remarkably progressive for the region. They enjoy freedoms that are uncommon in Pakistan, including the right to choose their partners and the possibility of divorce. This level of female autonomy reflects the religious and social beliefs of the Kalash, who value individual freedom and equality. The Kalash practice a unique polytheistic religion that combines elements of animism with Hindu and Greek influences. Their festivals are moments of great celebration and community unity, marked by dances, songs, and ancient rituals. Festivals like the spring, autumn, and winter festivals are occasions when the whole community comes together to celebrate and strengthen their bonds. adapted to the rugged terrain and climatic conditions of the valley. Despite their remote location, Kalash culture is vibrant and full of life. They are known for their colorful and elaborate clothing, which is not only an expression of their cultural identity but also a symbol of resistance against assimilation. Kalash women, in particular, wear hand-embroidered dresses and hats adorned with shells and beads, standing out for their beauty and elegance. The Kalash practice a unique polytheistic religion that combines elements of animism with Hindu and Greek influences. Their festivals are moments of great celebration and community unity, marked by dances, songs, and ancient rituals. Festivals like the spring, autumn, and winter festivals are occasions when the whole community comes together to celebrate and strengthen their bonds. These festivals are not just religious celebrations but also opportunities for the Kalash to reaffirm their cultural identity and pass down their traditions from generation to generation. The dances, music, and rituals are performed with contagious energy, reflecting the deep connection of the Kalash people with their heritage. Now that we understand a bit more about the culture and traditions of the Kalash, it's time to explore a fascinating and progressive aspect of this community: the freedoms and rights of Kalash women. Let's discover how they play a central role in Kalash society, enjoying an autonomy that strongly contrasts with the more conservative social norms of the region. Among the many fascinating aspects of Kalash culture, one of the most notable is the central role that women play in society. Known for their beauty and elegance, Kalash women not only stand out for their vibrant clothing but also for enjoying freedoms and rights uncommon in the region. Kalash women are often celebrated for their beauty, highlighted by their colorful and elaborate attire. Each garment is hand-embroidered with unique patterns that reflect their cultural traditions. Their hats, adorned with shells and beads, are a symbol of their identity and cultural resistance. But the beauty of Kalash women goes beyond physical appearance. They enjoy an autonomy that is rare in many societies around the world, especially in a region where conservative social norms prevail. In Kalash society, women have the right to choose their partners, a significant privilege that gives them power over their own lives. When it comes to marriage, Kalash women have the freedom to choose whom they marry, something that strongly contrasts with the arranged marriage practices common in other parts of Pakistan. They can refuse proposals and choose partners based on their own feelings and compatibility, a right that strengthens their position in society. The sexual lives of Kalash women are also treated with unusual openness. They have the freedom to start and end relationships, and the possibility of divorce is accepted and respected in the community. This sexual autonomy is reflected in Kalash festivals and rituals, where women play an active and central role. During festivals like the spring, autumn, and winter festivals, Kalash women participate actively, dancing and singing with contagious energy. These events are not only religious celebrations but also moments of personal and collective expression, where women can demonstrate their freedom and independence. The freedom of Kalash women extends beyond festivals. In everyday life, they are active in agriculture, crafts, and community decision-making. Their participation and leadership are essential for the survival and continuity of Kalash traditions, ensuring that their voices are heard and respected. This autonomy and freedom, especially regarding marriage and sexual life, reflect the uniqueness of Kalash culture. In a region where women often face severe restrictions, Kalash women shine as an example of equality and empowerment. Despite the rich cultural tapestry we've woven so far, the history of the Kalash is not without its challenges. Like other unique and isolated cultures, the Kalash face a constant battle to preserve their traditions in the face of modern pressures. The Kalash, living in the majestic mountains of northwest Pakistan, have their culture protected by geography but not entirely immune to external influences. The increase in tourism, pressure to assimilate, and economic and social changes put the practices and customs that maintain their unique identity at risk. Tourism, while bringing economic benefits, also presents challenges. Curiosity about the Kalash life and traditions attracts visitors from all over the world, but this exposure can inadvertently dilute authentic cultural practices. Tourists, often unknowingly, introduce external influences that can alter the traditional dynamics of Kalash life. Assimilation is another real threat. As modernity progresses, the new generations of the Kalash are drawn to the promises of economic and educational opportunities in urban areas. This can result in a disconnection from their cultural roots, weakening the transmission of traditions from one generation to the next. To combat these challenges, there is a continuous effort for cultural preservation, both within and outside the Kalash community. Local and international organizations are working hard to protect the cultural heritage of the Kalash, promoting sustainable tourism and education. Sustainable tourism projects seek to find a delicate balance, allowing the Kalash to share their culture with the world without compromising the authenticity of their traditions. These programs encourage respectful and educational visits, where tourists learn about Kalash customs in a way that supports rather than threatens their preservation. Education is a powerful tool in the fight for cultural preservation. Initiatives that promote the teaching of Kalash traditions in local schools, as well as programs that encourage young people to reconnect with their cultural roots, are crucial. These programs ensure that the stories, music, dances, and rituals of the Kalash are passed down from generation to generation. The Kalash themselves also play a vital role in preserving their culture. Through vibrant festivals, sacred rituals, and the continuous practice of their daily traditions, they reaffirm their identity and keep the flame of their heritage alive. The community is united in their determination to preserve their culture, not just for themselves but as a legacy for the world. As we move forward, it's essential to remember the importance of supporting these initiatives and respecting unique cultures like the Kalash. Cultural preservation is not just the responsibility of the Kalash themselves, but of all of us as global citizens. By valuing and protecting these traditions, we are enriching the cultural tapestry of humanity. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Every video you watch and share enriches your understanding of the world's cultural diversity. By subscribing, you ensure that you won't miss our future videos and support the production of rich and educational content like this. Together, let's build the largest collection of videos on cultures, tribes, and traditions on YouTube. And in the next video, we will dive into a culture with sacred female spiritual practices connected to sexuality. You can't miss it. Until the next cultural adventure.